young explorers. Have you ever wondered how all living things are connected in nature? How one organism relies on another for survival? Today, we're going to unlock the secrets of this natural connection. Can you think of instances where you depend on something or someone to thrive? How about animals and plants? Let's delve into this web of life and uncover the fascinating concepts of the food chain. Imagine you are in a forest, surrounded by trees and plants. Have you ever thought about how these plants sustain themselves? Well, they have a special ability that help them create their own food. Let's unravel this mystery. This natural cycle, where each organism relies on another for food, is what we call a food chain. It's like a relay race of energy and nutrients passing from one participant to the next. Our story begins with the grass, a remarkable producer. Just like you need food to survive and grow, plants also need their source of energy. But how do they make their own food? Let's find out. Why is sunlight essential for the grass to make its own food? A. Sunlight provides oxygen to the grass. B. Sunlight is used in photosynthesis to make food. C. Sunlight helps the grass grow taller. Yes, you are right. B. Sunlight is used in photosynthesis to make food. Let's focus on the fundamental foundation of the food chain, the producers. Imagine you're basking in the warmth of a sun on a beautiful day. Sunlight, the source of all energy on the earth, plays a critical role in the life of a producer. Producers such as grass and other plants have a remarkable ability called photosynthesis. They harness the energy from the sun through their green pigment called chlorophyll. Photosynthesis is like superpower, allowing them to convert the solar energy, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the soil into glucose, sugar, and oxygen. So, producers in the food chain are the organisms that make their own food. Now let's zoom in on grasshoppers, the primary consumer in our food chain. Imagine you are a grasshopper, hopping through the grassy meadows. As a primary consumer, you have a unique role in the ecosystem. Primary consumers are also known as herbivores, which means they primarily feed on plants. In our food chain, the grasshopper is crucial because it feeds on the grass, converting the energy stored in the grass into a form it can use for its growth and survival. Just like you need a balanced diet to stay healthy and active, the grasshopper relies on the grass to meet its nutritional needs. How might a decrease in the ability of grass affect the grasshopper population and the rest of the ecosystem? A. Grasshopper population would increase. B. Grasshopper population would decrease. C. Frog population would increase. Yes, absolutely. Good job. The correct answer is B. Grasshopper population would decrease. If there is a decrease in the availability of grass, which is the main food source for grasshoppers, the grasshopper population would be directly affected. With less food available, the grasshopper population would struggle to find enough nourishment for survival and reproduction. This decrease in the grasshopper population would then affect the rest of the ecosystem. For instance, with fewer grasshoppers, the frog population might also decrease since frogs rely on grasshoppers as a part of their diet. Therefore, a decrease in the availability of grass has a cascading effect, ultimately affecting different parts of ecosystem. Now, let's leap over to the frog, The secondary consumer. Imagine you are a frog, comfortably perched near a pond, waiting for a meal. Unlike the grasshopper that feeds on plants, you, as a frog, feed on other animals. Secondary consumers, like frogs, are also known as carnivores because they primarily eat other animals. In our food chain, the frog preys on the grasshopper. This step is vital in balancing the ecosystem. By consuming the primary consumer, the frog gains the energy and nutrients it needs for growth, development, and staying healthy. What might happen if population of frogs in an ecosystem suddenly declined? A. Grasshopper population would increase. B. Snake population would decrease. C. Plant population would decrease. Absolutely, A. Grasshopper population would increase. If the population of frogs in an ecosystem suddenly declines, there would be fewer predators to hunt and eat grasshoppers. With fewer frogs preying on them, the grasshopper population is likely to increase. An increase in the grasshopper population can then lead to greater consumption of plants, potentially causing a decrease in the plant population. The absence of frog, which are natural predators of grasshopper, disrupts the balance in the ecosystem and can result in an overabundance of grasshoppers and a subsequent decline in plant life. Lastly, we have the snake, a tertiary consumer. Imagine you are a snake, stealthily moving through the underbrush. Tertiary consumers are at the top of the food chain and are also carnivores. Just like the frog, they feed on other consumers such as frog. In our food chain, the snake plays a crucial role in maintaining a balance by preying on the frog. The snake helps control the frog population. This control is vital in ensuring there's enough food for the other organisms and preventing overpopulation. How might an increase in the snake population affects the ecosystem? A. Frog population would decrease. B. Grasshopper population would decrease. C. Grasshopper population would increase. Yes, absolutely. The correct answer is A. Frog population would decrease. An increase in the snake population would affect the ecosystem in several ways. Snakes are natural predators of frogs, and they play a crucial role in controlling the frog population. With more snakes, there would be increase in predation on frogs, causing a decline in the frog population. The decrease in the frog population, which is a primary consumer in the food chain, can then disrupt the balance in the ecosystem. Since frogs feed on the insects, like grasshoppers, the reduction in the frog population might lead to an increase in the grasshopper population as their predators decrease. Consequently, an increase in the grasshopper population could impact on the plant population as the grasshoppers consume plants, potentially leading to a decrease in the grass population. Overall, an increase in the snake population would have a cascading effects on the ecosystem, affecting various organisms and their interactions. Understanding the roles of primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers helps us see the intricate web of life and how each organism contributes to the health and balance of an ecosystem. Nature truly is remarkable interplay of life and survival. I hope you've enjoyed this interactive journey through the food chain. Keep exploring, asking questions, and always stay curious, young scientists. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the Discover STEM interactive scientists for more exciting adventures in science and learning. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning. Goodbye.